In PHP technical round, interviewer expects us to have knowledge of basic core PHP functions. There are functions for string, functions for array inside PHP. Interviewer usually gives us some questions and we supposed to solve this question using those basic string and array functions. So in this video, we have selected some questions. We will be solving them using this core PHP string and array functions. The best part out of it would be you will see how we utilize important string functions, important array functions. Those functions usually get asked in interviews. Okay, so let's start with the questions. So the first question here is, interviewer gives us one array, okay, and in that array we need to find a number with the less occurrence. So to solve this problem, the steps probably we doing would be this. In the first step, we will create one associative array. Inside that array, we are having a number as a key and the occurrence of the number as a value. What that means is number 1 has 3 times of occurrence, so key would be the 1 and its occurrence, that is 3, would be its value. And same for other numbers. Okay, 6 have only 1 time occurrence, so that is why 6 having value 1. Since it is asked that we need less occurrence, so we need to sort this array. So to sort associative array, we need to use one array function. Once you sort this array, as you can see, this would be the output. So as 6 having only 1 time of occurrence, that is why this key value pair come first. Then after that number 2, 3, 4, 5, then 7. As number 1 has 3 times of occurrence, so that is why it's last. Okay. So after that we need to fetch the keys from associative array function. So for that we need to use one function of array. Okay. So once we fetched all the keys from this array, that will be our array. As you can see, 6 is the key. We get 6 at first, then number 2 as number 3. All these keys are in this array. Okay. Then after that we just have to get first number from this array. So these are the 4 iterations we supposed to do to get the answer. So for the solution, as first we need to create this associative array. I will initiate one array. The name of my array would be item count array, and at first this would be the totally empty array. Okay. Now I will copy the question. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to push the number inside this array as a key, and we just want to assign the count of number as its value. So first of all, let's understand how we create associate array. So for that, let's say you have array, and in associative array we can have key of any type. To create a key with some name, we can create this like this. So inside the array we have to write the key and we will assign value to it, is the name. Okay. As we print this array, let me run it on my browser to show you. As you can see, there is one array. Inside that array we have a key and we have its value. Now if we want to fetch the value of this key, we just have to call it as we have assigned it. So we just have to pass the key inside the array. Now let's check on browser. The name is the value, you can see. So this is how associative array works, and this is how we can assign value in associative array. So usually interviewer want to check that how we working with associative arrays. So that is why I just gave you small implementation how can we work with associative array. So now to create associative array for this numbers and its occurrences, so now we need to iterate this number array. To iterate this number array, we will use for each. Inside this for each, this number array would be the array we will be iterating. We don't need key for now. We directly using the values. These values would be this 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay. Now we need to create an array with this particular key. So what we will do, as we have initiated this item count array, I'll take this array. As we need this number as its key, so I will pass this number inside. As we are getting this number as the value, so I will take this value, pass inside the array, and now we just need to add the counter. So whenever this loop will be proceeding, if number repeated, we want to increase the count. So let's say at first we got this value, we assign number 1 to the key. So for number 1 the count would be 1. Okay, so at first iteration we just want to assign this value, but for the next iteration we want to check that this value is already present inside the array or not. If this value is already presented inside this array, we don't want to assign value 1. In fact, we want to increase the value with the 1. So for that, the logic we will be writing like this. We will use if. The condition we are passing here is that we will be checking first that we have the key inside the array. The key would be the value. Okay, so if as this loop start proceeding, the number 1 is already present inside this count array, which will be not, we just need to assign value 1 as its value. So we will just copy this line, we will paste here. As on next iteration, we will be checking we have this value inside this array or not. So on next iteration, we will check that the key number 1 which is already added inside this array or not. Yes, we have already added this key with its value. So what we will be doing, we will be just adding the value with 1. So for that we can directly write this code. So here item count array with the value is equal to the value we currently have plus 1. Okay, we can even make it short using some short syntax like plus equal to 1. Okay, or even we can make it more short, like we just can write plus plus. Okay, so if we iterate this loop, we will get this array. So let's run for this loop and let's check what output we are getting here. I'll be just printing this array. Now let's run this program. Here we got the array. Inside the key is the number and its occurrences. It's same like the first step. So this is the loop. Inside we get the number and its occurrences inside array. Okay, now the next step is we want to sort the array. As this is the array we are getting right now, we just want to sort this array. So we will get the array which having the less number as a value first. So for that we just have to sort this array ascending. So to solve any associative array in ascending order, we have one function of array called asort. In asort we just have to pass the array. So this is the array we have got. I'll pass this array inside this function. Okay, now if you print this array after assort function, you will see the difference. Let me refresh. Now this one is the first array. Okay, so inside this first array number 1 comes 3 times as number 6 come once, but in this array which is got sorted, number 6 come first as number 6 have only 1 occurrences. So we have sorted the array successfully. Okay, now let me just remove these print statements. So we are done with this 2 steps. Okay, now the third step is that we just want to fetch the keys from the array. As you can see, currently we get this key and its value. So to get keys from the array, what we need to do is we need to use one of the function of array, that is array keys. In array keys we just need to pass an array. The output we will get from this function would be the array of keys only. This array into keys array. Let's just print it to verify. Now let's run this code, and as you can see we get number 6 at number 0th position. So now the array you have got is the index array. So how to identify between the index array and associative array? In associative array, the key would be anything, but in index array, we will be having an index for each element. First element always will be having 0 index, okay, and as entries increases, the number of index would be increasing, okay. So this is the index array. Now if you just call this array at 0th position, you will get number 6 like this. Now we just fetching the array at 0th position, so let's check what would be the answer, and here we get 6 as the answer, okay. Now interviewer usually asks us a question about how can we get a first element from the array. If interview says that we don't want to use like this, we don't want to call array with its index, so in this condition we can use one function named reset. In reset we just have to pass the array, okay. I will store this output into output variable, and now I will just print this output. Here it is. Now I will run this code, and here we get the first element as a 6 as output, okay. So this is how we can solve the problem, okay. So here are some gotchas, like interview can ask us to just find the array which having number as a value and its count as a value, okay. Like we just want to create array like this without the iteration. So for that PHP offer us one method. Name of this method is array count values. So this is the method. In this count function we just have to pass the array, okay. So number array I will be passing, and what this function will be doing is exactly same like this. It will be counting value for each element, okay. Let's check how. So now we can comment this loop, okay. I will be using this variable, and now let's just print this variable, okay. Now let's check how array we are getting. I'm running this code, and here it is. It is the same array which we produced in first step using this iteration, but as there is the function. Interviewer either asks us to do this with this for each loop to just check we are compatible with associative array or not. Otherwise interviewer just asks us to use functions to avoid this, so that time we just have to use this array count values functions, okay. After that we have to sort using a sort method, as this array is associative array. After that we just have to fetch the keys, then use reset method, and after that we will be getting the output. So the functions we learned through this example is this array count value function, then a sort function. Always remember we use this a sort function for associative array. For normal array, for normal index array, we have sort function only. We have used this array keys function, okay. We have used reset function. So yes, that's it for this video. In next video the question would be little bit challenging, so see you in next video.